All right, I want you to think about something real quick, and I want you to, as I talk, I want you to identify which one of these scenarios is you. There's only one of two. In today's market, regardless of what you hear on the news, regardless of what you read online, there are only two types of first-time home buyers in today's market. I'm going to share with you both types. I want you to identify with one of the two, and then I want you to, at the end, see how we're providing solutions for both options. My name is Dan Keller, mortgage advisor at Guild Mortgage, and I help 5 to 15 first-time home buyers a month win in this super competitive, aggressive market here in Seattle. So let's talk about first-time home buyer number one. You're at home. You've found the perfect home online. You've been searching for homes. The right home comes up. You go and view that home on Thursday with your real estate agent. Over the weekend, there's an open house, so you go back out to the house to take another look. You get ready to write up an offer, and your real estate agent calls you back and says, hey, there are going to be about 50 offers, 30 offers, whatever it may be, a lot of offers on this particular house. Let's give it our best shot. You give it your best shot, and you still don't even compete in the top 5 or top 10. That's home buyer number one right now. Home buyer number two, you've landed your career job. You've put in the work. You've been renting for about a year. You don't want to sign another one-year lease. You're tired of renting, and it's time to purchase. But lately, you've listened to coworkers talk about how horrific it is to purchase a home, how hard it was. You're hearing additional horror stories that they're giving up and another coworker or friend is just going to rent, that interest rates are going up, that home values are going up, that it's tougher than ever. There's more cash in the Seattle market than ever, and you get defeated. I'm here to tell you that we're helping both types of those home buyers. Which one are you? I want to spend a little bit more time talking about home buyer number two. One of the things that we do is we have you come in. We gather your information, and not only do we have you fully underwritten up front so that we can take the fear out of the approval process, help you compete at a higher level, but I use some software from Mortgage Coach called a total cost analysis. What a total cost analysis is I can generate a rent versus own report for you, which shows you the true cost of renting over time versus owning over time. You know, a lot of clients, in this particular example that you're going to see, they'll come in and they'll see a $2,000 a month rent payment, for example, and compare that to, in this particular example, of a $450,000 purchase, which is equivalent to a $2,000 rent payment at $2,600 a month. And they'll say, well, it's way more expensive to own, because then you got to factor in the down payment. It's more expensive to own than it is to rent. If you actually look at the true cost of home ownership, you're going to see that the net monthly payment after your IRS tax refunds at the end of the year for owning a house is actually equivalent to about $1,960 a month. That's less than the $2,000 a month rent. Let's take it a step further, because I do have some of these naysayers. They're like, well, but Dan, what about the down payment and all the closing costs and the total payments over 5 years or 10 years? All right, so let's look at that over 5 years. Over 5 years, it will cost you about $113,000 to own a home. Versus if you were to rent, you're looking at about $140,000. So I want you to look at this information, identify which home buyer you are, or if you've purchased a home, which one you were. And if you're a first-time home buyer in today's market and we haven't sat down, right down below this video is my cell number. I want you to call me. I want you to call my office. I want you to book an appointment. I want to sit down and do a mortgage planning presentation with you. I want to show you the ins and outs of the mortgage approval and home buying process, get you prepared, dial in your budget like you're seeing right here, and get you out in the market and set you up for success. If you have any questions, let me know. Call that number, let's set up an appointment, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye for now.